Hey, I'm Amy, and welcome to today's Hot Takes video, where I'm going to be sharing some of my unpopular opinions and sharing some of your unpopular opinions as I get ready for work today. As a disclaimer, all of these things are in fun, and please understand that there's no shade or judgment towards any person out there that likes these things or these techniques that are talked about in the video. It's just all for fun. I think that in the beauty space, we can all have different opinions, and those opinions can bring us together and unite us, and we can learn from one another in that way. So if you have any positive comments to say about some of the hot take opinions in the video, I would love to hear those in the comments below. And as I said in the outro, if you stick around and you don't unsubscribe from my channel after watching this video, then please leave me a comment to let me know you're still here. You're still here. And if you're not subscribed, hey, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I like to talk about beauty. I like to talk about makeup and skincare. And I'm starting to do more of these like chatty videos and get ready with me videos, because I'm kind of finding it fun to sit down and get ready and talk to you guys as I start my day. So let's go back in time to start the video. Lately in the morning, I have been such a hot mess. I have had a lot of body pain lately, and I just had to go to the doctor to get a shot in my knee and some x-rays and all this stuff. So, and this morning I knew I was going to record this video, and I was thinking about it and kind of preparing just like a little bit for it, and then I started getting ready. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm supposed to be recording a video. I'm a hot mess. So again, as with all my chatty videos, I'm probably not going to talk a lot about the makeup that I'm using, but just because I'm trying to get some use out of some of my shades and rose metals, I am going to be using that as my eyeshadow for today. Today's video is going to be, you know, like I said in the intro, a chatty get ready with me. I got to go to work this morning, and we're going to do that by talking about hot takes. I always like watching these videos because I like to see how people really feel about things in the beauty community and in the beauty space. And I like I said, I like watching them to see how many people agree with some of my things. And there's so many times that I've submitted some that I'm going to share with you today, but they don't ever get shared because, you know, these are bigger creators who have probably thousands of entries that come in. I wanted to kind of have my time to be able to share my hot takes with you. And so, and then I'm going to sprinkle in some of hot takes from some subscribers here on YouTube and over on Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, I would love for you to go find me over there. I've been kind of lazy about posting my daily looks, but oftentimes I am sharing my daily looks with you if I find that it's something that people might think is inspiring, and just other things like that. The first one that I want to share with you today is one that I always submit when I see other creators that I like to watch asking for hot take opinions on beauty topics. So the first one that I wanted to share is that I think that it looks absolutely ridiculous. It drives me crazy, actually. Like, oh, so crazy. I don't think that it looks good at all when people overline their lips and color in the Cupid's bow. To me, it just looks like Miranda sings Maybe Not That Bad, but like, it looks ridiculous to me. It looks like you messed up on your lips. It doesn't make your lips look fuller. To me, it makes you look like you had a problem getting ready this morning and your lips got way off track. So that is a hot take that I generally always submit because it's one that I'm pretty passionate about. I really can't stand that. And some of my, you know, I don't really watch, oh, do I want to name names? I don't watch much of Allie Glines, but she's one that I can think about and think she has such pretty lips. Her lips have such a great shape and they're so full already. And then she fills in her Cupid's bow and overlines her lips, and it makes them look even bigger, and it just doesn't look natural to me. And so I just sometimes I want for her to not do that and for her to just do it the normal way. I remember a long time ago, Jessica Braun was trying like different tips and things that she doesn't normally do, and that was one of them, of overlining her lips. And she was like, I'm not sure if I like this or not, so comment below if you like this look, because it was something different for her. And I think so many people were like, no, don't. Just don't. So I surely am not the only one out there who thinks that overlining your lips looks crazy. I think it does. I truly do. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for eyes today. It's not exactly what I wanted it to look like, but maybe I can use a little bit of this. I've been trying to pair Rose Metals with my Norvina palette, just because I'm trying to reach some goals on both of these palettes. So that has been like a little bit of fun to be able to use something different, and like different combinations of things that I don't normally do. I am just trying to do like kind of a light look today. I do have things where I'm working with students all throughout the day. No grown-up meetings, although I do have somewhere to go after work. But in general, it's just going to be kind of like meeting with students online. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I am an online teacher. So the next topic that I kind of wanted to talk to you about, and the next hot take that I have, is I'm just going to briefly touch on it because I think that this is going to be the next video that I do in regards to my feelings, something similar to when I did why I don't trust influencers anymore, like the really big ones, and just my issues with that. It's something I really had to get off of my chest. I'm going to link that video for you if that's something that you kind of like to watch, just like commentary kind of videos. I did my first one a couple weeks ago, and so I was really kind of proud of it. I put a lot of work into it, a lot of work into putting my thoughts down on paper and trying to summarize it, and video, like graphics and things like that. So I'm trying to branch out into different pieces of my videos. So go check that one out. I would love for you to watch it. But the next video in that kind of possible series of me sharing just deep dive thoughts is going to be about this other thing that I feel like is a hot topic, which is that and this one's gonna be really touchy, okay? I get that everybody can do whatever they want to with their body, with their skin, whatever. And this is my opinion, okay? There's a certain level of procedures that you can do on yourself to where you don't look like you're supposed to look. And within that space is not just normal everyday people like you and me. Within that space is also skincare influencers. So my hot take is you can't believe a word that skin influencers say, because at least of the ones that I watched, you know that these particular ladies have so much plastic surgery, and they admit that they've had so much plastic surgery that, how do I know that the way that you look is because of the products that you're trying to sell me, or is it because of all the surgeries that you've had? So I'm going to leave it at that, because that one's going to be one where I dive deeper into my thoughts on that. But I get that that one might be a little bit of, you know, a touchy thing, because everybody feels different about that. Even my daughter uttered the words last night, and I was like, oh no, 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 no. She said the words baby Botox to me last night, and I was like, oh. She's 12, in case you didn't know that. No. No. I don't want for her to be thinking about getting baby Botox, because there are no studies that show that that's actually safe in long term. And there's no studies that show what effect that's going to have on someone later on down the road. Now, here's what I do know, and this should probably all go in my video, but I'll share the stories with you. Here's what I do know is I used to know a lady, one of my favorite ladies that I used to work with. Favorite. And she had severe migraines. And so this was back in like 2015. So this was a long time ago, before social media like really took off, and there was no TikTok and all that. So severe debilitating migraines. And so she, you know, had done all of the shot things that she could do, and the doctors were telling her, well, the next step is for you to start getting some Botox. Well, so she was doing the Botox injections to help with her headaches, but then after a while that wasn't working anymore, and so she would have to get more. So I'm assuming that the same thing's gonna be the case for baby Botox for cosmetic purposes. Eventually you're just gonna have to keep getting more and more and more. And if you start getting Botox in your 20s, how much Botox are you gonna have to get in your 50s and your 60s in order to remain looking like you look? I want to go ahead and share a thought that someone put on my community tab here on YouTube. And it was Becky Wood 85. And Becky says her hot take is that highlight should only be applied to the tops of the cheekbones and the inner corners of the eyes. And I can definitely see how highlight has become something that is way overdone, like way overdone. And I could definitely piggyback off of that and say that a hot take for me is that the glowy skin trend, I think, is starting to maybe kind of like work its way out, but it definitely got to a point where it was just greasy, like the glass skin look to me, greasy skin. Okay, before I move on, I want to tell you what I've been doing in order to hit the last pan that I'm working on my Norvina. I've been using Incense as my bronzer for like a week, and it's really helping me to be able to get the use that I need on it, and I know I'm gonna hit pan on it this week. So excited. Okay, so back to that. Highlighter, you know, is something that you definitely have to be so careful with, whether it's highlighter that's a cream colored or highlighter that is a powder colored. You can definitely start to look really kind of ridiculous if you are overdoing the highlighter, where it's like here all the way here. I do think this is a little bit annoying when people put it on the tips of their nose. And then I know Emily Noel usually goes up this direction too. I don't mind that so much. I do think the tip of the nose highlight looks kind of funny. Under eyes are still looking, which they are what they are. Okay, my under eyes are a hot mess because of the bags that I have. I would love to know how to fix that without surgery. The next one that I want to share, I don't know, all of these are probably going to be a little offensive to some people, and that's not my intent. Do I judge anybody that does any of these things? No, I do not. It's just not my preference, and so just take it with a grain of salt. You may think that people who wear, oh my goodness, my dogs. You may think that people who wear green things and wear their hair in a bun are ridiculous too. So, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree on certain things. So my next one that I want to share, my next hot topic, is something I've seen lots of videos on from influencers who are like my age. I'm 43. So videos from influencers that are well into their 40s, like 50s kind of thing. And they'll say things like, people give them a hard time for not dressing their age. And I do think that there's a fine line between wanting to still kind of be who you are and express yourself, but also being a definite middle-aged woman. And this is just for example, okay, being a middle-aged woman who is still dressing like they're going out to the club in their 20s. And I don't know, I don't think it comes from a place of jealousy. I certainly do not look like I looked in my 20s. And some of these ladies that I'm talking about look amazing. Like, their bodies are really great, you know. Good for you that you've somehow been able to fight off the signs of menopause, and you've been able to avoid the weight gain of perimenopause or whatever. Good for you. I would love for that to be the case for me. But I also think that I don't think that even if I did look like I did in my 20s, I don't think that I would dress like I did in my 20s. I'm going to try to cut that down so that I'm not sounding like a real jerk. Because I am. I feel like oh my gosh, Charlie. My dogs, I have the back door open because it feels so nice outside. And because of my knee, I haven't been able to like take them for a walk the past couple of days. So I'm trying to like allow them to be outside. I've just needed to be on the heating pad for 2 days. So I'm trying to let them like have some opportunity to go outside. Anyway, he is just barking. I don't even know what, a squirrel probably a squirrel. I don't know. Okay, I have 2 more that I wanted to share with you today. So Dub's Beauty Diary, she's one of my sweet friends here on all the social media spaces. She shared her hot take is that Fenty Gloss Bomb is yuck. And I love that. She has such a fun personality. I've never actually tried the Fenty Gloss Bombs, so I can't speak to that. Now, Becky commented to that post over on my community tab that Dub put, and she said that she likes them, but she doesn't like the ones that have the sparkle in it. Ruby. So I can definitely tell how that would be very annoying to have a lip gloss that has like a texture on it, so you feel like you have something on your lips all the time. But also I will say that I have not tried the Fenty Gloss Bombs. I have tried that, I think it's the Maybelline one that's in the really fat tube, and I'll put a picture of it here. I've tried that before, and oh my gosh, I cannot, like, in my opinion, I don't even know how any influencer can sit there and try to tell people this is so great, because I imagine that it's like the Fenty Gloss Bomb and that it is so thick, like, and the doe foot is so fat that I can never apply that in a clean way in which I don't look like the first hot take of overlining my lips like Miranda sings. I honestly, yeah, I hate that stuff. Hate that stuff. So if Fenty Gloss Bomb is like that and that thick and hard to apply, then I can definitely say that that would be yuck. And then, so also on Instagram, Great Blend, and she has her name's Michelle. She has a YouTube channel here too. She's so sweet, and we chat back and forth a lot also. So I'll link her channel and Dub's channel, and I don't know that Becky has a channel, but I'll look, and if she does, I'll link all their channels below. So Michelle at Great Blends says, I think it's weird how women shave their faces, and I think that that's definitely an interesting hot topic, because it, you know, over the past 5-ish years or so, dermaplaning has become a thing where we're shaving our faces like men to get the peach fuzz off, even to the point, I don't know where my daughter has seen this, but again, she's 12, she's almost 13, where she's like, I have all this peach fuzz on my face and I want it to come off. Now, she is also autistic, and she has recently, over the past like 6 months, developed a hair issue, like hair on her body and certain like baby hairs. She has a real like sensory issue with that. So I don't know, one, if this peach fuzz stuff is a sensory issue for her, or just a preteen, tween, you know, I just want to kind of like try to shave my face kind of thing. I don't know. We definitely have to walk the line of all these new things that come up with her. What's it stemming from? Because if it's stemming from an autistic thing, then I'm going to be a little more patient with her to figure it all out. But if it's coming from a tween spot, then you're just going to get over it and it's going to be fine. Like, we'll talk about it, but anyway, that's my parenting stuff. So on shaving faces, yes, I kind of thought it was weird at first too, but as soon as I went and had my face, like, several years ago, like professionally, I had a facial and I had them dermaplane my face, I thought that it felt really good, and my makeup did apply better and it did look better. And it also, the dermaplaning, not only does it get the peach fuzz off, but it does help exfoliate dead skin off of your face. So while I think I understand like the concept of it is strange, because I have done it before, I kind of like it. And I do have, I know those little things that'll like, it goes around in a little circle. I have one of those, and I do that on occasion. It's definitely not as effective as a dermaplaning, but it works. Well, thank you so much for watching this hot takes video. I really hope that you didn't unsubscribe. And if you did not unsubscribe, leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below to let me know that you're still going to stick around even after all of these hot takes. I will see you in another video. Bye.